Hello dear students, we are going to discuss now unit number 15th Economic Development part 3 in which we will go for factors of the production. Actually, when we are going to make the production of anything, we require four pillars. For example, land, capital, labor and entrepreneurship. Without land, we can't do anything. Even agriculture will exist because of the land. Even we can't get the minerals. And if there is no land, we can't make the factory. So land is the natural wealth and land is a stage for all economic activities. Agriculture, land, minerals, etc. are because of process the production is there. Second one, capital. The man-made objects like raw materials, machines, everything that will be helpful in the production will be considered as the capital. In other words, we may say capital means money or any kind of the object like raw material. Without capital, we can't make any kind of the production, because if we want any kind of the commodity in the concrete form, for that raw material is the must and the required. Third one is the labor. Without labor, we can't do anything, because if there is land and if there is capital for any kind of the production, but if there is no any physical work which is done by any person, or the mental work, or both mental and physical work, then how will it happen? Land and capital will become the futile. So labor is also an important part in order to earn money. And fourth one is the entrepreneurship. This is the process of the coordinating above three, land, capital and labor, for obtaining the production, because without entrepreneurship, if there is no coordination, then everything will go in the riff-raff way. So entrepreneurship is the coordination of land, capital and labor. Now we will go for markets of allotting resources. But before that, I would like to say distribution of the factors of the production. As we know that human wants are unlimited and resources are too much limited to fulfill our unlimited wants. For that, we should have to give the importance for our necessity, because the resources are too much limited. That is why we will have to use judicially with wit and wisdom. And as we know that as the resources are too much limited, we will have to find out the alternative use of the resources, because if we are not able to find out the alternative resources, then what will happen? All these resources will be exhausted in the future. So distribution of the factors of the production is done in such a way that they satisfy to maximum possible demands. Now, every nation tries to attain speedy economic development by making the best possible allocation of the resources. Allotment of the resources is mainly done by the two methods: market mechanism, social system. Both these systems are opposite to each other. By mingling both these systems, men can produce. The another is the mixed economy. Every country has accept either market system or social system according to their requirement, and we will go for now market system. Nations like America, Japan and well developed countries have their economic development through market system. So market system is also called the capitalist system because in which the capital plays an important role. In this method, the process of resource allocation is done on the basis of the profit scope. So here the profit and the price are the supreme work, and government will not make any kind of the hindrance in the market mechanism because there is no any particular specific economic policy for by the government. So role of the government is very limited. Competition plays here a vital role in the market system because it is a competitive one. The owner has to increase working capacity to the greatest extent in order to obtain maximum profit. Because of the method, many new research are done and new methods of production are created. So production is the maximum because of the fast economic development of the countries take place. So here we shall discuss if demand increases, price will increases in the market system. For example, nowadays because of the corona situation, the demand of the sanitizer, mask, everything is increased. So the price automatically and obviously will be increased. And if the demand is decreased, price automatically will be decreased. This is the basic rule of the any market system. So this market mechanism is also known as the free economy. Now we shall discuss the features of the market mechanism. Ownership of resources of production may be possible private or may be individual or may be both, and profit is always in the center of the economic activity in the market system. If there is no any profit, definitely no one will do any kind of the activity in the market. Consumers get good choice because of the opportunity, because of the market, people can or consumer have the choice. Nowadays, as we know that if you want to choose, for example, if you want to purchase a mobile, definitely you might have the so many choices of the same range. So decisions are taken only after considering profit by the company, but at the same time, even to retain the place in the competition, they will also have to give a competitive position. So here they will also take care of the income distribution and production. Now we will discuss the benefit of the market organism. Economic freedom of individual is protected in the market system. Resources of the production are utilized to the greatest extent and efficiency. Abundant production may be done. New exploration keep taking place continuously in the economy. So very much first sentence economic freedom. If you want to make any kind of the production according to your capacity, you can make either pin or a pan, whatever you are interested. If you are interested to go for to establish a factory of the mobile or a car or anything else, you can. There will be no any interferences of the government, and resources not at least be wasted. People's demand are met very easily because whenever we are in the market, the producer will always check which type of the demand in the market. According to the demand, they will try to provide the facility and that particular commodity. So benefit to individual will benefit to society, and abundant production and growth of the technology, everything is possible because of the market. And a limitation as far as due to due to only importance, only powerful survive, because in the market if any person has low budget, definitely they will not survive too much. Big bull will snatch away his or her business. Requirements are not looked sometimes, because nowadays when you are going to purchase a mobile, approximately more than 80% features are useless. So we will have to pay for all these features. So paying capacity is also considered, and profit is also center, no doubt. Choice is also there. Social welfare and responsibility is not there in the market mechanism, because the only profit is the center. And sometimes because of the lack of the knowledge and the ignorance about the market, consumers are exploited. And because of the lack of the policy related to the role of the state, natural resources are also wasted. And maybe there might be a fear of the monopoly, economic instability, and exploitation of the labor, etc. All these are the limitation of the market system. Now we shall discuss socialist system. Totally different. It is the opposite of the market system. Socialist system, which is originated because of the limitation and because of the failures of the market system. Countries like Russia and China have achieved fast economic progress by adopting the system. Socialist system is quite opposite, because here the state will take the decision, because state will own all the resources of the production. In term, whole economy is managed by the state. All the decision regarding the production, regarding the investment, regarding the resource distribution, regarding the production distribution, everything in which the state will interfere. So in the social system, rather than the profit, social welfare is at the center. Production of the resource and their prices are decided by the state. The responsibility to achieve the target of the production decided by the state government or governing body. Farming is also owned by the state. Labor are paid according to their ability and according to work is taken for them. So economic freedom is not there. If you want to make according to your choice any commodity, definitely you will not be able to make, because you have no such type of the freedom. But what is the requirement of the society, what is the requirement of the people, everything will be decided by the state, and according to that policy you will have to work hard. Laborers will also be motivated in the form of the awards, rewards, bonus, etc. Even the laborers who are inefficient definitely be punished, and they will also be degraded from the post, or they will be transferred to other places. So this economy is also known as order and motivation system. Now the benefits are also there. Income distribution equally and rationally. So there will be difference of the rich and poor approximately abolished. There will be no big difference in the income of the poor people and the rich people, and so exploitation will be removed. But at the same time, limitations are also there of the social system because of the lack of the independent freedom. Social welfare is not done as derived, because sometimes what happen, some of the work and some of the decision, because of they are being taken by the government. Sometimes they will not reach at the proper aim. But if a person who is individual, if they have the freedom, definitely the goal can be achieved. Here resources also been wasted because of the mismanagement. This system is adopted by Romania, Bulgaria, etc. Now we shall discuss the mixed economy. Mixed economy systems attempt at removing whatever the limitation of the market system, whatever the limitation of the socialist system, and tries to assimilate in it good elements of both the system. Mixed economy is such a type of the economic system in which public and private sector coexist, and both the sector do not work as a competitor, but here they will work as a complementary to each other. There is individual or private ownership in agriculture, trade, small consumer, good industry, while basic key areas like heavy industries, factories, producing, defense, material, railway, electricity, road, irrigation, everything will be owned by the state. And in this system, market is not completely free because there is also a direct control by the government in many ways. For example, government will put or lays heavy taxes on the production of the unwanted things and the luxury things. In the same way, industries in the backward areas are also encouraged by giving subsidies, relaxation in tax pays. So, small and less dangerous sectors held by the private, education, medical are both, we can say, as the sector, as the mixed economy, we can say. So, it is also known as the controlled economy. This type of the system is adopted by India, England, etc. So, mixed economy is also an important, and you all will have to write these three short notes, and maybe possible you will have to write down the difference between socialist system as well as another system. So, limitation of the mixed economy, here instability is also there. There might be a lack of the coordination, indecisiveness is also there, and so low growth rate is also there, and inconsistent economic policy is also there. So all these are the limitations of the mixed economy. Thank you very much.